Our next hero supports a theory that heroes are born rather than made. Now, what is it that makes an 11-year-old kid want to tackle the man-sized job of piloting a plane over 3,000 miles across the United States? Whatever it is, we submit it was present in other historical aviators at an early age, and that young John Kevin Hill has even greater accomplishments in store for himself and America's future in aviation and space.
When I woke up that morning, getting dressed, and I was just thinking about my takeoff at the airport, I got butterflies in my stomach.
John Kevin Hill is like any other 11-year-old boy. He likes to go fishing, play football, and ride his bike. He wants to become an astronaut and someday set a world record.
Morning, Mike.
Morning, John.
How you doing, Mike?
Morning, pretty good.
Today?
It's a good day for flying.
Okay, glad to see you.
Good to see you, too.
On the morning of June 22nd, 1987, John Kevin prepared to leave for Los Angeles. His essential equipment included 3 pillows that enabled him to see out the windows.
Ready to go?
And on June 24th, his historic flight would take him from Los Angeles, California, to Loveland, Colorado, to St. Louis, Missouri, and finally Washington, D.C., where he would land himself in the record books as the youngest pilot ever to make a transcontinental flight.
When we left California, I had me, Mike, and one reporter. And then when we got in Colorado, we picked up another reporter. Mike had to fly with me because I couldn't fly by myself, so Mike had to come along. But I had to fly the plane by myself.
But taking risks is nothing new for John Kevin. Neither is feeling the pain that is sometimes the result.
When I was 7 years old, I got struck by a truck and riding a motorcycle out in a big field. I broke my leg and I was in a body cast for a year. It was very hard to move around.
John's the kind of person that's determined. No, this body cast is not going to stop me. And although he was just in the 1st grade, he found a way to get a pair of crutches and he walked with a full body cast on.
When John got back on his feet, he decided to put his parents' minds at ease. He traded in his motorcycle for an all-terrain vehicle, and he also had another idea.
John Kevin Hill came in for a discovery flight, and a discovery flight is basically just a 15, 20-minute flight in an airplane just to let somebody see what it's like to fly in a plane.
He told us that John had natural ability to be a pilot, and John kept on practicing and got a confidence.
John was then 9 years old. 2 years and 260 flying hours later, he prepared to make a dream come true.
He checked out the Guinness Book of World Records and found that there was no category for a child who is young enough to fly any great distance. So he talked to his dad and everything, and they thought, well, if he wanted to do something this summer, he could fly like from coast to coast.
The plan was put into action, but the journey wasn't without its dangers.
When I was flying over the Rockies, it had a lot of turbulence, and I was going up and down and sideways. So it was real hard to fly the plane because the wind.
He developed a nosebleed, high altitude, and they were on oxygen. And we were talking to him in Denver, and it was a little bit scary for us there.
The crew landed safely in Loveland, Colorado, where John received the key to the city and a parade in his honor. John enjoyed the stay, but longed to get back into the sky.
I fly because the danger in it, and because I like to have fun, doing a lot of tricks up in the air.
He really likes to go into a Top Gun stunt where he takes it straight up and drops it straight down, and it kind of goes into zero gravity, everything floats around. So I know what kind of kid he is, and I made him promise not to do this to Mom. He liked to do the uphills, downhills, drop the plane, watch Mom yell.
John Kevin continued on to St. Louis, Missouri, but the flight wasn't always eventful.
I didn't like autopilot because he had nothing to do. Sometimes I would play tic-tac-toe or hangman with a reporter or Mike.
But what seemed dull and easily accomplished took many months of preparation and education.
You do lots of studying in the plane and on the ground.
The upwind will make our first turn to crosswind at 1,300 feet. That's indicated. Right here we make our first radio call when we enter downwind. He's a fast learner. His hand and eye coordination is excellent, which enables him to fly the plane. It helps out quite a bit. Some people are naturals flying in an airplane, and he's one of them.
On July 1st, 1987, the single-engine Cessna broke through the clouds over Washington National Airport 1 week after leaving Los Angeles. And it was John Kevin's parents who cheered the loudest.
To see him come in with his thumbs up, I knew that I was just a real proud father.
John Kevin Hill is back home again. Just give him a fishing pole, his best friend Tog, and a pond in Arlington, Texas, and he'll be happy to limit his fame to a page in the record books. Well, maybe not right now.
I want to go on a trip around the world in a couple years to break another record. When I'm flying, I'm up in the sky and I'm looking over the world, and I'm up there by myself and I'm flying through the clouds, and it's real neat.